Mrs. Crusoe here. We're going to do tangent line at the pole, r equals 2 cosine 3 theta. That's a rose. It has 3 petals and its radius is 2. So we get something that's going to do this. So we're looking for tangent lines at the pole. So we're going to have one kind of there. We're going to have another one kind of there. And then we're going to have a third one. It looks like it is there. So it looks like we're going to have 3. Remember, it takes, to traverse the rows, it takes a period of pi. So what we want to do is we want to find when r is going to be 0. So 0 equals 2 cosine 3 theta. And you have to remember also that dr d theta cannot equal 0. Okay, so we'll come back to that one in a second. So 0 equals cosine of 3 theta. So when is cosine 0? And cosine is 0 at pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, 5 pi over 2, 7 pi over 2, dot, 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 dot. Okay. Since it's only going to pi, you'd have to take all these and divide by 3. That would give you pi over 6. That would give you pi over 2. That would then give you 5 pi over 6. And then this would give you 7 pi over 6. That's more than pi. I don't need that one. So that would also be the same as pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6. That's on the same line. So here would be pi over 6, and then here would be 7 pi over 6. So that's why that one we wouldn't need. So that one's not needed. It's also over our pi. So this is when our theta is. So remember, our slope is the tangent of theta. And so our slope at the pole, when theta is pi over 6, we have tangent of pi over 6. If you need a refresher on that. Pi over 6, this is 1, this is square root of 3, this is 2. So tangent is 1 over square root 3. So that's going to be our slope there. When tangent is pi over 2, or when theta is pi over 2, that would be on the unit circle. That'd be this coordinate. That would be 0, comma 1. So y over x, that would be undefined. And that's kind of what it looked like we got anyways, a vertical line. So it's undefined. And then when theta equals 5 pi over 6, okay, for 5 pi over 6, we still have a reference angle of pi over 6, but it's over here. So this is 1 square root 3, 2, but the square root of 3 is negative. So we get 1 negative 1 over square root of 3. And we definitely have a negative. We have a positive, and it looked like we did have an undefined. So that looks good. dr d theta, you have to double check these. So dr d theta can't be 0. And so if I did the derivative, I would get dr d theta would equal derivative cosine is negative sine, and then chain your 3 theta. So you'd have negative 6 sine 3 theta. Take that, set it equal to 0. So we get sine of 3 theta equal to 0, and those values are at 0, pi, 2 pi, so on. And these are not the same. This isn't going to be 0 for any of these, so they're not the same thetas. That would be 0, that would be pi over 3, and that would be 2 pi over 3. So we don't have to worry about any of those because these we made zeros here, and these aren't the same as those, so we are good. So those are your slopes for tangent line at the pole.